Yeah! Everybody! Till you know it! Oh! Yeah! Party time! Hello Steve-Os, welcome back to this week's episode of Steve's weekly vlog right here on my YouTube channel, SteveOfficial. How have I got so much energy? I've got no idea, because I went to bed last night at midnight and I woke up at 5 AM this morning, did my first shift back at work, yeah, after my week off. Can't stop! Won't stop! Bow, 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 bow. Anyway, I am going to vlog every bits and pieces, all the bits and pieces. I don't even know what I'm saying at this point. I'm going to vlog all the bits and pieces that I'm up to today. I was going to go to the cinema, but I don't think I'm going to go now, to be honest, because I've just got quite a bit to do at home. So I'm going to do that right now, and I'll show you what I'm up to throughout this part of the weekly vlog for today. Started off this week's episode of the weekly vlog by stripping off my bedding in my bedroom. Brought it down with some little bit of dirty washing that I had in my washing basket upstairs in my bedroom. And now I'm just about to stick it into the washing machine to be washed on this Tuesday afternoon. Hello Monty. I've got Monty with me until Saturday this weekend when my sister will pick him up. But yeah, look at him. Oh, hello, Mons. Hello. You a good cat? Yeah, good cat. Oh. Well, anyway, I've got Monty until Saturday. He's going to be keeping me company until Saturday night. And then he'll be going back to my sister's and my sister's partner's place. But yeah, I have also given Monty some of his food as well, which is a little bit of dry food and also some wet food as well. Just made myself a flask of tea on this Tuesday afternoon, and if I go over here, I've got the tea canister right here where all the tea bags usually go. The tea bag canister is currently empty at the moment. I've only got like a little small handful of tea bags in the box here, which I'm going to put in this tea canister, and then I'm going to get rid of this box as well on this Tuesday afternoon. Just about to pour some of this cherry zero cola into this empty bottle right here, and then stick it in the fridge, ready for me to take with me to work for my break time tomorrow morning whilst I'm at work. Just got my flask ready for me to do a flask of tea. I've put my tea bag and 2 sugars in the flask already for me to make my flask of tea tomorrow morning before I set off for work. Just made my sandwich for me to take with me for work for my break time tomorrow. So I'm just going to put this in the fridge and then take it out of the fridge tomorrow morning when I get myself ready for work. Just giving the fish their fish food on this Tuesday afternoon. So last night when I got back from my sister's, I decided to do a load of washing, which I stuck in the washing machine, then put it in the tumble dryer to dry. Obviously it's all dry now, so I'm just about to stick it into my washing basket right here and take it upstairs and put it neatly away in my wardrobe in my bedroom. Just decided to do myself a bowl of chocolatey square cereal, along with another flask of tea as well, my second flask of tea since coming home from work, because on the milk bottle here, look, it says the 9th of November, it needs to be used up by, it's obviously the 11th of November today, so I'm going to try and finish this bottle of milk, this 4-pint bottle of milk, I'm going to try and finish it by the end of today. So, I have just cooked myself some dinner for tonight, which is sweet and sour chicken. This has got some mixed veg, some mixed peppers, and also some diced onion in there as well. So that is the leftovers for tomorrow's dinner, which I've stuck in a Tupperware. I've also done the washing up, drying up and putting away. All I've got left to wash up and dry up and put away is the saucepan, frying pan, and the wooden spoon as well. My dinner for tonight, though, is currently in the microwave, so I'll just open the microwave right now, show you guys very quick. There we go, that's tonight's dinner all sorted. Bloody hell, go careful. And I've also just made myself another flask of tea as well on this Tuesday afternoon. I'm outside in the garden right now, but look, Monty's in the... He's like, I want to go outside. He's not allowed outside, obviously, because... Well, if he comes out here in the back garden And then he ends up, oh, look at him. He's trying to, oh, look at him. Yeah, if he tries to come out into the back garden, he may end up going off, and then obviously we're not going to get him back. So he's got to stay indoors. But when he goes back to my sister's, though, my sister is going to let him out in the next couple of weeks once he's got used to where he's going to be living. So yeah, so there we go. Oh, look at him. Bless him. Anyway, I am outside. I've still got some music on. I don't know if you can see it, but just behind me is my iPad. It's on the shelf. So there we go. So I've still got the music on Apple Music. Currently listening to some Scissor Sisters right now. But I'm outside in the back garden because I am out here to give the rabbits a clean. Bloody hell. Yeah, they do need a clean, because honestly, I've just looked in their hutch. Whoa, that's a lot of poo. That's a lot of poo. So yes, I'm going to come out here and clean them out. It's not too bad. It's been raining a little bit today, but in all seriousness, it's actually not too bad. It's a little bit windy, obviously, right now. It's a bit cloudy, but at least the weather is holding off for me to come out and clean the rabbits, which is what I'm going to do right now on this Tuesday afternoon. I have put my bedding in the tumble dryer to dry. Obviously, it's all nice and dry now, and I've put my bedding back on my bed. It is Tuesday night, by the way, and this is my dinner. I have just put it through the microwave. It's sweet and sour chicken with some microwavable egg fried rice, and I've also made myself another flask of tea as well on this Tuesday evening. And over on my iPad, I'm currently watching some episodes of The Big Bang Theory on Netflix. Good afternoon, everybody. It is Wednesday, the 12th of November, 2025. We are halfway through the week. Halfway through this week's episode of the weekly vlog right here on my YouTube channel, SteveOfficial. I have come home from work. I'm not going to lie. I am absolutely shattered. Absolutely shattered. I've still not edited the weekly vlog from last week yet. I still need to do that. And I've not really done a lot since I've come back home from work today. Apart from feed the fish, feed Monty, put the washing in the tumble dryer, because last night I took up the bath mats and put the bath mats and the shower the bathroom towels as well. I stuck them in the washing machine last night after my shower, and then this morning before I went to work I put the washing machine on so that when I got home from work I could put the washing that was wet from the washing machine into the tumble dryer to dry. So it's in the tumble dryer right now, drying, and I've not really done a lot. I've just sat on my phone, pretty much. That's all I've done. Monty is, oh, he's on the table. Come on, Monts, get off the table. Don't know if I could show you this. Look, there he is. Look, Monty, off the table. Off the table. God, I don't know what he's doing. But anyway, I don't know. I've got no idea what that cat's doing. He's being a mischief, aren't you? You're being an absolute mischief. So anyway, so I've not really been up to much since I've come home from work. I'm just absolutely shattered. That's it. But I have also drunk a flask of tea as well since I've come home from work. And also as well, look, Monty is now on the table. Look at this. Monty... What are you doing? Oh, hello. No, he wants to sniff. And he's sniffing my bags. Go careful, because that bag right behind you is open and it's got rabbit litter in it. Not cat litter, but rabbit litter. Anyway, I've got a bowl of cereal, by the way. Reason being is because it's the milk that I've just opened, which I've just made a flask of tea for. Oh, please, Monty, get off the table. This is going to put me off now. My cereal. Off the table, please. Thank you. I just don't like the fact that the cat is walking all over the table while I'm sat here and I'm just about to eat something. It's kind of putting me off. Anyway, as much as I love cats, don't get me wrong, but it's just the fact that he's walking all over the table where I'm eating, you know? And sometimes cats like to mark their territory. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. Yeah, anyway, I decided to do myself a bowl of cereal. Reason being is because I've just opened a 4 pint of milk, which has got to be used up by tomorrow. I mean, give or take, yeah, I can still drink it after tomorrow. It's fine. It's in the fridge. It's still slightly fresh. But obviously it then start going off in a couple of days if I don't use it up within a couple of days after the use by date. You know, and obviously I don't want to get poorly. I feel like I'm already a little bit unwell because, like, there's something wrong with my throat. I've got like a bit of a sore throat, a bit of a croaky voice going on at the moment. So anyway, so I've done myself a bowl of cereal, which I'm going to have for my lunch, just to use up some of the milk. Also as well, in order to use up some of the milk as well, I've just done myself a flask of tea as well. The sun's coming out as well. I tell you what, it's hitting my flask of tea very perfectly right there. And over on YouTube, on my iPad, I'm just about to watch today's episode of the first 25 minutes of the Chris Moyle Show from today over on Radio X via YouTube on my iPad. So over on YouTube on my iPad, I'm currently watching this live stream of IGN, who are just about to do a watch party for the Nintendo Direct, as today we are getting a brand new trailer for the Super Mario Galaxy movie, which releases very, very soon here in the UK and worldwide as well. I'm just going to turn the camera around back to me. Yeah, it's going to be releasing next year. I believe in April is when that's going to be releasing in cinemas and theatres worldwide, the Super Mario Galaxy movie. And obviously it is a follow-up to the Super Mario Bros. Movie that we got back in 2023 as well. I'm really excited to see this trailer for myself, and I'll talk to you a little bit more about it, my thoughts on it, in the next scene of the weekly vlog. It is 5 to 10 on this Wednesday night. This is what I've got for my dinner tonight. I've got some leftover sweet and sour chicken, which I did last night for my dinner, with some microwavable egg fried rice. I've also just made myself a flask of tea as well, which I'm going to let cool down for a little bit. And whilst I let that cool down, I decided to grab this out of the fridge. It's a Pepsi Max caffeine-free can, which I've got a few of these cans left in the fridge, so I'm going to drink one of them tonight whilst I eat my... Morning, everybody. It is Thursday morning, by the way, and I've not long... Well, I say I've not long woken up. I have been awake for a while, actually. I've been awake since 7 AM this morning. I've caught up on today's episode of EastEnders over on BBC iPlayer, and I've also caught up with the first 25 minutes of the Chris Moyle Show on Radio X. Sorry, I burped then. So sorry. Yeah, I've just caught up on the first 25 minutes of the Chris Moyle Show on Radio X via YouTube on my iPad as well. And I've been down here. I've had one flask of tea. And I've just sat down for a little bit. Oh, and I also did the washing up, drying up and putting away as well from dinner yesterday and all of that stuff. And now I've just made myself my second flask of tea of the day as well. And I'm just about to have some cereal as well. The time is just gone 10:15 on this Thursday morning. So I'm going to show you guys what I've got for my breakfast this morning in the next scene of the weekly vlog. So here is my second flask of tea of the day that I'm going to be drinking right now. Here is my breakfast, as usual. It is a bowl of chocolatey squares cereal. Okay, so I've just been outside and I've just given the rabbits some rabbit pellets and also topped their water bowl up with some fresh water as well. And I've just come back in and I have just done Monty some wet food from his pouch. Ugh, look how disgusting that looks. And I've also given him some more dry food as well. So I'm just about to go out now and go and give it to him. So I'm just going to sit that there for a second. There he is, look. He has come in already this morning. Hello, Monts. Do you want some food? Monty. Here we go. Here we go, Monts. Monty. Where's he gone? I don't know where he's gone. He's gone over there somewhere. Oh, I can just about see him. Oh, here he is. Come on, what's this? There we go. Now he's eating some food. Yeah. He loves it. I don't like the smell of it, not gonna lie, but that's just my opinion. Anyway, as long as he's eating it, that's the main thing. He's looking at the camera now. But yeah, as long as he's eating it, that's the main thing, I guess. Currently upstairs in the bathroom at the moment. As you can see, I have got changed into some clothes this morning before I went downstairs and had my cereal and all of that stuff. Obviously, I did get into my pyjamas last night and I was wearing some pyjamas. But I got out of my pyjamas this morning and just got into some clothes. I have got a support session that's going to be taking place in about an hour from now. So what I'm just currently doing upstairs in the bathroom is I'm just about to have a shower. And also I'm going to have a shave and brush my teeth and get back into the clothes that I'm wearing right now as well. I'm going to do that right now on this Thursday. Good morning, everybody. It is Friday morning, by the way. Friday the 14th of November 2025. And I have not long woken up. It's just coming up to, or it's just gone, sorry, 10:30. I think it's just gone 10:30, yes. It's nearly 10:40. I am going to need to put my watch on charge in a minute, actually. And I'm also going to have a shower very soon as well. I was going to have some breakfast. Well, actually, no. So I was going to go out for a Toby Carvery breakfast this morning, partly because I also need to talk to Toby Carvery about the payments for Christmas dinner on Christmas Day this year. Because me, my sister and her partner are going to be going to the Toby Carvery for Christmas dinner this year, like we have done so for the last few years. I also just want to say as well, I do apologise if you hear any drilling going on in the background. It's not me, it's the houses that are next to me. They're having some work done next door, and obviously the drilling is coming through into the house. Not, you know, like physically but the sound of the drilling is coming through to the house. Anyway, but yeah, no, as I was saying though, Toby Carvery, just like in the last few years, obviously we've done Toby Carvery Christmas dinners with me, my sister and my mum for a couple of years, and me, my sister, my mum and my sister's partner as well. We've done Christmas dinner at the Toby Carvery for the last few years. This year is no different with me and my sister and her partner. We're doing that again this year. Obviously we did it last year as well. It was me, my sister and her partner. It was going to be me, my sister, her partner and my mum as well, but my mum was in hospital, and we kind of did say to her, you're allowed to come out of the hospital and, you can come out and have a Toby Carvery Christmas dinner with us. But it got to Christmas Day itself, and sadly she just was unable to do so. She was too unwell to go out and be around people and stuff like that. So instead, the Toby Carvery very kindly last year gave us a goodie bag to take to the hospital for my mum, because after all, she had paid for the Toby Carvery, or for her Toby Carvery dinner last year. So I thought that was really nice of them to do that. So this year we are going to go to the Toby Carvery like we have done the last few years. However, though, this year is going to be the last year that we are going to do it for now, because we have decided already that next Christmas, now that my sister has got a place with her partner, next Christmas we're going to have a Christmas dinner at her place, and I think his family are going to come along and have Christmas dinner with us as well. So that's going to be really, really nice. But that's next Christmas anyway. This Christmas, Toby Carvery Christmas dinner. So obviously I do need to go in because I've paid the deposit, which is £10 per person. So I've technically paid 30 quid for me, my sister and her partner to have a Toby Carvery Christmas dinner. Obviously, there's still a huge pay left to do, or a huge payment left to pay off for that Toby Carvery Christmas dinner. And usually it has to be paid off by the beginning of December. So I'm assuming that now is around about the time that we can actually go in and pay the rest of the Christmas dinner off, so that, we can have Christmas dinner at the Toby Carvery on Christmas Day. I think all then we've just got to do is just, when we turn up, is just pay for our drinks.
which me, my sister and her partner, we've always just gone for the free refillable glasses of like Pepsi Max and stuff like that. So that's probably what we're going to do at Christmas this year anyway, for Christmas Day. So I was going to do that this morning, and then I kind of looked outside. Outside isn't looking too good, to be honest. So I just thought, you know what, I'm not going to go out and have breakfast this morning at Toby Carvery. What I'm going to do is I'm going to do that on Thursday next week instead. And then, so I'm going to do that Thursday next week, have a Toby Carvery breakfast, and then maybe try and see if I can pay off the Toby Carvery Christmas dinner on Thursday next week. And I'll take you guys with me, and I'll show you guys what I've got for breakfast in next week's episode of the weekly vlog. So there is that. Also as well, I was just going to have a bowl of cereal, but given the fact that it's now nearly 10:45, I'm actually going to have my lunch in about an hour and 15 minutes from now. I'm actually feeling really, really hungry, not gonna lie. Last night, I tucked into 6 mince pies just before 6:30, and then I ended up falling asleep on my chair whilst watching The Big Bang Theory on my Samsung projector in my bedroom, and then I didn't wake up until around about 2:30 this morning. I went on social media, checked my phone for a little bit, and then got into my pyjamas, and then went back to bed around about half an hour later, around about 3 a.m. in the morning. And then I woke up at 7 o'clock this morning. So, and ever since then, I've just caught up with the first 25 minutes of the Chris Moyle show, checked social media, and just messaged a couple of people, and also just sorted out my vlog as well, which is now, last week's episode of the vlog is now uploaded, thankfully. It's only taken me a few days to get it done and uploaded, but hey ho, you know, it's just been very busy. So I do apologise that last week's episode of the vlog got delayed, but it's been so busy for me this last few days, and I've just not had the energy to literally sit on my chair and go on my computer and edit a vlog. I've just not had the energy to do that, so I do apologise. But anyway, the vlog is uploaded. This vlog, obviously, you're watching now, is uploaded to YouTube as well. Brilliant. There was something else I was going to add, and I can't remember what it was. I don't know. Oh, no, actually, I know what I was going to say. Yesterday, when I got back from my support session, because I had a support session yesterday, we went to Costa for my support. In there, I had a chocolate fudge frappe with a brie and cranberry toasty, and I also had a salted caramel brownie to go with that as well. We were just in there really, just having a chat, a general catch up over different things, different bits and pieces. And then I came back, and then I cooked dinner last night, for last night. Last night's dinner was spaghetti bolognese. Did I eat last night's dinner though? Nope. I didn't eat last night's dinner. It is still in the microwave, ready to be turned on to be microwaved. So there we go. But anyway, so technically for dinner tonight, I've basically got bolognese for lunch. I've got a massive bowl of bolognese for lunch. I'll show you my bolognese when I come round to eating it from last night. I'll show you it in the next few scenes of the vlog. So I've got that. And I've also got some leftover bolognese that I cooked yesterday, which I'm probably going to end up eating for dinner tonight as well. So, it's going to be quite a big meal that I'm going to be eating today. So, in a way, I'm kind of glad that I've not ate breakfast, because I'm feeling really hungry. And I feel like once I show you guys my bolognese, right, you're probably going to think, there's no way he's going to eat all that. No way. No. But do you want to know something? I'll show you a before I eat it. And then I'll show you an after. Because I bet you I'll probably drink it. I'll probably eat it all. I'm not going to drink my bolognese. That's unless I blend it up, unless I blitz it, then I'll drink it. But anyway, no. So I'm going to eat my bolognese for my lunch that I was meant to have last night for dinner, but I didn't have it for dinner because I ended up falling asleep up here, and I slept all evening last night. great. And then after that, I will then have the rest of my bolognese tonight. But I don't know whether to have it with egg fried rice, microwave bought egg fried rice, which if I do, then it means I've got to go out and go and get some egg fried rice because I haven't got any in the cupboard. Or I just do it with spaghetti again because I've got spaghetti in the cupboard and I could just warm it through, you know, just boil it. Yeah, I don't know. But I feel like having 2 spaghetti bologneses in one day is a bit too much. So, we'll see. We'll see what happens. Anyway, in the meantime, I've been talking for too long now. In the meantime, I'm going to show you guys what I'm up to this morning on this Friday morning. Giving the fish their fish food on this Friday morning. It's about to give Monty his cat food on this Friday morning. I made myself my first flask of tea of the day, and over at the sugar canister as well, I have just topped up the sugar canister as the sugar canister was empty. And yesterday when I went to Asda to go and get a few bits in Asda in Castle Point, I did pick up some more sugar as I run out of sugar. So I've just topped up the sugar canister with some more sugar. Upstairs in the bathroom on this Friday morning, and I'm just about to have a shower, shave and get dressed on this Friday morning. It is Friday afternoon now, and I've just made my second flask of tea of the day, and I'm just about to catch up on today's episode of Coronation Street over on ITVX on my iPad. And this is what I was meant to have for my dinner last night, but I didn't have it for my dinner last night. I've got it for lunch today. It's in quite a big bowl, by the way. It's a lot. It is a lot. But I've just microwaved it. I've put some mozzarella cheese on top as well. It's a spaghetti bolognese with mozzarella cheese on top, which I'm going to have for my lunch now. I'll show you how it looks when I'm finished. I think I'm going to demolish this. I reckon I will. I reckon I'm going to demolish this dish. Let's see what happens. Anyway, I'm going to eat that now on this Friday afternoon. Friday night, and I've been out, seen my support worker today. With my support, we went to Weatherspoons. I had 5 chicken wings and some corn chicken nuggets as well, because I only wanted something light after my lunch I had earlier today. By the way, I did finish all of my lunch, but I just forgot to film that I finished all of my lunch. But I did just now, for my dinner, have the rest of the leftover bolognese that I had from yesterday. But I couldn't eat it all. I could only eat half that was in the Tupperware. Half / 3/4. I just couldn't finish it all. So some of it I had to throw away in the bin when I had my dinner, because I just think, after that big lunch that I had earlier, and after the 2 light plates that I had at Weatherspoons as well, I just don't think I really could eat all of it, to be honest. But I did eat most of it tonight, which is good. And then, what else have I done? I've made my lunch for tomorrow. That's all sorted. And I have done myself a flask of tea. I've also done myself another bottle of juice as well. And I'm also just about to have a video call with my friend Kieran on Discord, as we didn't Discord last night, and we are Discording tonight. And I'm also going to have a can of Pepsi Max caffeine free as well, which I've just got out of the fridge. That's my last can that's in the fridge. So I need to buy some more tomorrow when I finish work. And that's pretty much it. Anyway, I'm about to have a video call with Kieran on my iMac right now on this Friday night. Good evening, everybody. It is Saturday night, by the way. I've got my bottle right here, and I'm just about to do a bottle of Cherry Zero Cola to take with me to work tomorrow. It's Saturday evening. I did take my vlogging camera with me. However, though, I've got a bit of a gross story to tell you whilst I make my lunch for tomorrow. And obviously I'm going to talk to you guys while I do my lunch for tomorrow for work. So basically yesterday I had 2 portions of bolognese. I had a very large portion of bolognese with some spaghetti that I was meant to eat on Thursday night, but I didn't. I ended up eating it for my lunch yesterday afternoon. I had it in the microwaved it for a few minutes, and then ate it for my lunch. It was a huge lunch, and I managed to eat it all.
I then, a couple of hours later, go out to Weatherspoons with my support worker. I have some corn nuggets and 5 chicken wings, which were lovely. And then a couple of hours later, I then come back home and then I eat 3/4 of a Tupperware of mince, of bolognese, basically. And more of the story is this. I learned a lesson. That's better. I learned a lesson. What was the lesson? Don't eat basically 450 to 500 grams of mincemeat in one day. Because I woke up this morning at 4 a.m. and my stomach was basically telling me that I need to go to the toilets. I had this is a little bit of a TMI story, so I do apologise. I had a bit of an explosion in the toilet this morning. Lovely. Went back to bed for an hour and got an hour's sleep. And then woke up at 5 a.m. like I normally do to get ready for work. Came downstairs, switched the kettle on to make my flask of tea. And then I went back upstairs because I needed the toilet again. And it was basically, it was basically very, very, let's put it this way, my number 2s were very, very runny. And then I got halfway to work and I needed to go again. So I had to find a bush very quickly. Managed to find one, thankfully. And when you have to go, especially when you've got, you really have to go. There is no holding it in. So, So I managed to find a bush, quickly let what needed to come out my system out. Continued my walk to work. Got to work. I needed to go again. Then a couple of hours go by. Then I needed to go again. Then maybe an hour or so goes by. 10 minutes before I finish work, I needed to go again. And then I managed to walk to my sister's place today. My sister's new place. I managed to walk it today. Not a bad walk. Half an hour walk from my work. Not too bad. So I walked up to her place, and then I think I was there for a good couple of hours before I needed to go again. And that was around about 3 o'clock this afternoon. It's now just gone 10:30 on this Saturday night, and I've not had to go to the toilet since. So I think it's very safe to assume that all of that mincemeat, all of that bolognese that I had in my body from 24 hours ago has completely flushed away out of my system and down the bog, I think. I will be very honest though, I've got a very sore bum. So I am going to need to have a good shower, I think. Because my bum is absolutely sore from where I've been going for a lot of number 2s today. But anyway, life lesson. Don't eat a whole 500 grams of mince in one day. Because, as Google likes to say, it's an overindulgence in the body. And the body can't digest mince like that. They can't. So, there we go. Anyway, now, I did go to my sister's, as mentioned. Some of my sister's partner's family turned up, which was very lovely to see them. Some of them I have seen before. There's a couple of people who I've never seen before, but tonight was my first night seeing them. But either way, though, I really did enjoy meeting them, though. Very lovely people. So I met up with them this evening. We did end up having a chip shop for dinner, so I just had a medium portion of chips, and I had 2 Savaloys to go with my chips this evening. That's what I had for my dinner. And then I did have some lunch as well. I did have like a bottle of Lucozade. I did have some skips, and I also had a turkey and trimmings
meal deal sandwich from my work as well. So far, that sort of stuff has managed to stay down, which is good. I wouldn't say I've had like an upset tummy as such. I just feel as though my stomach has obviously just gone, well, you've overeaten too much mince in one day, Steve. Therefore, we can't digest all of this all at once. Therefore, we're going to basically force it down your intestines and you're just going to have to crap it all out. Honestly, there's bits and pieces of... Let's just say there's bits and pieces of peppers that I had in my bolognese last night that came out absolutely clear. Like as if I hadn't ate it. So, I'm sorry if that's TMI, but, you know, it's just, I don't know. It was a bit weird. Like, I saw a bit of red pepper. I saw some bits of carrots. Oh, God, anyway. But either way, though, you know, it's been a very eventful day. Now, I did take my vlogging camera with me because I was expecting to vlog on my way to, at least on my way to work this morning. But because of my toiletry issues that I had this morning, as you can probably understand, I was not in any kind of mood to do any sort of vlogging, unfortunately. So I do apologise that this is the content that you guys are getting for Saturday's part of the weekly vlog. But yeah, there we go. Anyway, like I said, I have been to my sister's today. Once again, very nice house. She showed me inside the shed. She showed me inside the garage as well. So she's got a very spacious shed, very spacious garage as well. So yeah, all in all, it does look very, very nice. So she has got her, at the moment, her partner and one of his work colleagues that he works with. At the moment, they are currently renovating their bedroom. Their bedroom that they're doing at the moment. They're currently renovating that at the moment. And then after that, they're then going to be focusing on the other bedrooms, I believe. So yeah, so that's what they're doing at this present moment. So far though, he started it on Wednesday. We're on Saturday today. He's managed to take down, because they had polystyrene ceilings in the bedrooms, and the main focus was that they needed to take down the polystyrene ceilings because they're a fire hazard, pretty much. They're a fire hazard. So they've taken down the polystyrene ceiling that's in their bedroom. Obviously, they've got to do the other two bedrooms that they've got there as well. And I've just realised I've just managed to cut a hole in the sandwich bags after cutting with the scissors. Lovely. It's fine. It might be fine. So yeah, so basically they've taken down one polystyrene ceiling and they plastered it as well. So the plasterboard is now up on their on the ceiling in their bedroom. And at this present moment, I think what they are now doing is they are now what are they doing now? Oh yeah, they're now just basically sorting out one of the walls because they're trying to, obviously, they want to mount their TV on their bedroom wall and they want to basically feed the cable from their TV into the wall so that no wires are hanging out from the back of the TV when it's mounted on the wall, which is very ideal, to be honest with you. Very ideal thing to do. I think that's something that I may end up doing eventually when I get my own place, which I need to sit down and talk to you guys about some bits and pieces, but I'm not ready to talk about it just yet, okay? I will do eventually, I promise I will do. I'm going to say towards the end of the year, maybe at the beginning of January 2026, I'm definitely going to need to sit down and talk to you guys about a few bits and pieces, okay? Because there is things that I am keeping from you guys from these weekly vlogs, but I'm not ready to say it just yet, okay? But
things are happening. That's all I'm going to say. But I'll talk to you guys more about it at the end of the year or the beginning of 2026. I'll let you guys know when that happens, of course, and I'll show you the journey as well of what's happening. But that is a story to tell another time. But yeah, no, in all seriousness though, you know, my sister is sorting out her bedroom at the moment and stuff. I went over there today. I actually de-weeded all of their back garden because they had loads of weeds in their back garden. It was like really overgrown weeds. So I went into their garden and pulled up all the weeds from their back garden, stuck it in a pile. And I'll tell you what, compared to before and the after, their garden does look a little bit more tidier than what it was when I went out there this afternoon and started de-weeding their garden. So, you know, so that's all well and good. I've managed to do that as well. And then obviously my sister's partner's family came over. We had a chippy dinner just to say a massive thank you for all your help this week and stuff with the move and all of that. They honestly, my sister and her partner really did appreciate us doing what we did for them. So there we go. So that is pretty much everything that I have been up to today on Saturday, the 15th of November 2025. Obviously, I have just made my lunch for tomorrow. The only thing I've not got for tomorrow for my lunch, which I normally do have, is a chocolate bar. I don't have one because I just realised as soon as I got back from seeing my sister that I forgot to pick up some packets of chocolates for my lunch for tomorrow when I finished work today. I should have picked some up, but never mind. Is what it is, I guess, isn't it, really? Anyway, I have made myself a flask of tea as well, which I'm going to drink before I head off to bed. And like I say, I'm just about to go upstairs now and have a shower, have a shave, brush my teeth, and get into my pyjamas as well and get myself all together ready for work for tomorrow. It is getting really late now, to be honest, as well. So I definitely need to get a move on. But that's pretty much everything I've been up to on this Saturday. Good evening, everybody. It is Sunday evening. It's actually just gone 11:15. Back downstairs again on this Sunday evening. And I have been to work today. What else have I done? That's it. I've just been to work, fed the animals, and emptied the bin, made a flask of tea, did some washing, which I need to put in the tumble dryer in a minute. I'm going to put it in the tumble dryer in a minute. And I've just had a very, very long nap. I've not video called Kieran tonight because he's been out with some mates of his. And I've not had a phone call with my granddad either this evening because I've been napping pretty much all afternoon. It's just been one of those weeks this week where I've just genuinely needed to nap an awful lot this week. I just think, to be honest, even yesterday, you know, when I finished work yesterday, I walked up to my sister's and then, you know, I sat down for a little bit, but then even after that, I then started getting up and doing things for her and stuff, which, don't get me wrong, I didn't have a problem doing at all. Like, I really didn't have a problem with doing it at all, because, you know, anything that I can do to help my sister out with her new place, you know, I'm more than happy to help. But I just think that, you know, obviously, it's just drained me a little bit, you know. I think this week in general has just drained me, to be honest. So I'm just hoping and praying, really, that next week is a bit more of a better week for me. So I will be honest with you guys now, actually. You know, things would have been a lot more different today, really, because originally today I was speaking to someone, and I've been talking to them for a fair few weeks, and getting to know them. They've been getting to know me, and stuff. And today we were planning on going on a date together. Like, we were just planning to meet up, and we were gonna go through Bournemouth. We were gonna have a walk along Bournemouth Beach, and then after that we were gonna have a walk through the Christmas Tree Wonderland, because that opened in Bournemouth on Friday this week. But they said to me that they're not really ready for a relationship or anything like that. They did have their reasons. I am not going to give you them reasons, because I just feel like that's a bit personal for me to say, and I do respect the person. But, I'm glad that, they did speak to me, though, about their reasons, because at least it's better to be open and honest with someone than to completely lead them on, you know what I mean? So yeah, it is a shame, because honestly, me and this person, we were getting on very well together. It is just unfortunate that, unfortunately, nothing happened, nothing happened. We didn't meet up, we didn't go on a date. It just would have been lovely, it would have been lovely to meet this person in person and get to know them in person, and just basically have a good mooch around Christmas Tree Wonderland. I mean, we had planned to do other bits and pieces together as well, go places together. Like, I think even at one point they were talking to me about going to the Christmas market in Southampton. So, there was bits and pieces that they wanted to do, but unfortunately it's not something that we're going to be doing, unfortunately, now, which is a shame. But yeah, do you want to know something, though, guys? I'll tell you what. I mean, this year, I am going to take you guys through Christmas Tree Wonderland towards the end of this month, or I may do some vlogging footage and stick it in one of my 12 days of Vlogmas videos, possibly. So there is that. And I'm going to do like the Christmas light trail in Poole as well, at some point. And again, I'll either stick that in a weekly vlog, or I'll do it in one of my 12 days of Vlogmas videos that's coming out later this year. And then we'll just go from there, I guess. We'll go from there. But I tell you what, I think next year, though, for sure, next year, I definitely do want to get the train to Southampton and take you guys along to Southampton Christmas Market, because I've seen a lot of TikToks lately where the Southampton Christmas Market is going on, and it does look really, really lovely, and I think it's somewhere that I'd enjoy taking you guys along to. But that's something that we can maybe possibly do next year in like the middle of November or the beginning of December, okay? I'm going to say this now. As for Christmas decorations this year, I know how much you guys enjoy seeing the Christmas decorations that I put up, or my mum has put up, in previous years. That's not going to be happening this year. No, I am not decorating this house for Christmas this year, unfortunately. It's because most of the Christmas decks that I do have are mostly for the living room. The living room is a room that I don't really go into anymore. It hasn't been for months, to be honest. And because most of the Christmas decorations are for the living room, and because the living room has got no space in it whatsoever, I'm obviously not going to be putting up any Christmas decorations. Also, as well, not only that, but all the Christmas decorations are up in the loft, which is in the bathroom. And there is no way on God's earth am I climbing up a ladder on my own to bring down the Christmas decorations. And, you know, it'll just be an absolute death trap in the bathroom, especially because I've got a walk-in shower and I've also got a toilet next to the walk-in shower. And if I hurt myself, there's no one here to help me. You know, I might as well just end up dead. So in terms of the Christmas decorations this year, here at home, that's not going to be something that I'm going to be doing this year, to be honest. But next year, though, because things will be a lot different this time next year, I will definitely be taking you guys along and showing you the Christmas decorations that I have got up in 2026, okay? So I know 2025 is not great for Christmas. It's more of a make-do Christmas, I guess. There's still going to be Christmas content, don't get me wrong, there still is going to be Christmas content. I mean, to be honest, even without the Christmas decorations, okay, I'm still going to be in the festive mood, because from the 1st of December onwards, I'm going to start wearing my Christmas jumpers. From the 1st of December onwards, I'm going to start playing Christmas music while I'm doing bits and pieces around the house. And also as well, from the end of November to all the way through December, I'm also going to be having Christmas movies on as well at the same time. So even though this house isn't going to be decorated with Christmas trees, Christmas lights, whatever, it's still going to have Christmas in at least some form, at least some form. So there we go. So I just thought I'd get that off my chest as well, is there's going to be no Christmas decorations being hung up in the house this year, sadly. But next year, however, I will definitely show you guys the Christmas decorations that I'm putting up next year, okay? I will definitely do it next year, of course I will. But this year it's just a little bit different, okay? It's only for this year. I've just seen, actually, over the road, there is a house that has got their Christmas lights up on their house, on their roof and on the roof of their porch. They've got some Christmas lights up, and I only saw it as I came down the stairs earlier, and I was like, oh, they've got their Christmas lights up. So, yeah, so they must have put them up today, because they weren't up yesterday. So, yeah, must have put them up today. Anyway, a lot of people have put them up today anyway. A lot of people have put their Christmas decorations up today, because I've seen a couple of posts on social media where people have put their Christmas lights and that up. So it's all good to see, lovely to see. Right, guys, I am going to end this episode of the vlog here, okay? I just thought I'd jump on, say hello, give you a bit of an update as to what I've been up to today. I do promise next week's vlog is going to be a lot better than this one has been, because I feel like all I've done is just talk to you guys non-stop, and that's it. So, thank you for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please give it a thumbs up. Leave a comment in the comment section down below. As always, if you are new around here and you like what you see, feel free to hit that subscribe button down below to become a Stevo. I will be back with your next YouTube video again next Monday. Before I do go, actually, let me talk to you about the movie wrap-up situation. Because obviously it's been weeks now since you guys last had a movie wrap-up. What I am going to do is there's going to be no new episodes of the movie wrap-up coming up anytime soon, okay? I'm going to say now that your next episode of the movie wrap-up will be coming up at the end of the year. I am going to do a top 20 movies of 2025 movie wrap-up, which is an updated top 20 movies of 2025, because there's a lot of good films I've seen lately, so I feel like that list that I did back in July of films that I've enjoyed watching in the first half of 2025, I feel like that's going to change drastically, but we'll see what happens with that. So there'll be the top 20 movies of 2025. That'll be coming out, I should imagine, New Year's Eve, I reckon. And then on New Year's Day, I'm going to bring you guys my top, my most anticipated movies of 2026 as well. That movie wrap-up will be out then. And then from January onwards, I'm going to start doing the movie wrap-up videos again every week on a Sunday for you guys as well, okay? So we'll get them back up and running from January onwards. It's just because we're coming up to the end of the year now, and I'm pretty much going to be watching Christmas movies. A lot of them I think I did in my movie wrap-up last year, I think. And a lot of them are just re-watches anyway of Christmas films that I've seen before. So my opinions on them films haven't really changed that much. So, yeah. Anyway, guys, thank you for watching this video. Hope you have enjoyed it. I'll be back next Monday with your next YouTube video. But until then, though, it's goodbye. Thank you for watching. I'll see you guys again in my next YouTube video.